What is going on, everyone? It's Ultimate Spy 53 here, and welcome to another episode of Reviewed number 114. And today, I'm going to be reviewing the movie Little Manhattan. So what did I think of Little Manhattan? Well, I thought it was a really cute movie. Also, that's why I picked it. I figured I might as well do a review of this movie because it's just a cute movie. It's really cute. This is what it looks like. This is honestly just like when it came out. I think it was what 2003 when it came out, and it was never released on Blu-ray because it wasn't Blu-ray wasn't a thing then. But like this movie is such a cute movie. I decided I want to review because it's I think it started in like a top 10 video of like I think it might have been like Kisses or something like that. Top 10 Kisses. I don't know exactly what it was like, but yeah. And so I checked it out. I'm like, oh, this is a cool movie. I wanted to see what this is about, and it turns out to be really adorable movie. Like it's the cutest movie you'd see. It's one of basically what it is. It's just one of Josh Hutcherson's first movies. He'd been in a few other movies before this one, but this is one of his first movies, and it is a cute love story. Like it is one of those love stories. It's like it's such adorableness, and it's like it has a lot of classic elementary school jokes in it, but like it's a very cute movie. It's just adorable to watch, and that's why I like it a lot. It's just really cute, and it kind of shows you the awkwardness of young love because like he's 10 and she's like I think 10 3/4. Like they're really like close in age about, and so like it shows just how awkward young love can be and like how he talks to her. And she's like it's really awkward and stuff like that, and so when they are interacting, it's like I mean they get along fine, but like he doesn't really notice her until he doesn't notice her like how amazing she is until like he really thinks about it, and like he wonders like why his heart is beating so fast and all that stuff, and it's like oh my goodness, and it's a really adorable movie. I really think it's wonderful. It isn't the best out there, but in terms of like a young love story, it's really adorable to watch. If you just like cute love stories, this is the one for you. And it's set in the lower part of Manhattan, of New York, and it basically just follows the life of Gabe Burton, who's played by Josh Hutcherson, and he signs up for karate. He's basically just this great life, and he signs up for karate, and he meets this. Well, he reunites with this girl that he knew in kindergarten, Rosemary, played by Charlie Ray, and he doesn't really think about her more than just being friends with her and they doing karate together, and it's just like this story that shows how awkward young love can be because like they're really they're like 10, 11 years old kind of thing. They're really young, and he does all this stuff. He feels awkward about things. He has to say all this stuff he says and all that stuff, and it isn't until he really thinks about it that he finds out about how amazing and how beautiful Rosemary is. I mean, she's like a little kid, but I just find her cute to be. I just find her to be cute. I mean, she's attractive in her own way, but like I don't know. Like I feel like it's a really sweet love story, and it just shows, you know, Gabe's, I guess, his bravery to do all this stuff to actually like invite her over and call her and all that stuff, and her calling him, and it's just like it's interesting because like you have these two characters who are in this karate class together, and they didn't expect to see each other in the karate class. They just happened to sign up for the same class, and so and then you have well, it's not so much as Gabe like trying to get her to hang out with her more. It's more like she just happens to ask him to hang out, and it feels like he feels like she's like wanting to. It feels like he feels like she is into him, but he doesn't know. He's not sure yet. He's not exactly sure if she's actually into him. Like it feels like she is, but he's not sure exactly. And so like he doesn't like try to hang out. I mean, he wants to like he wants to very much to just keep seeing her because he actually likes her a lot. And so there are moments in the movie that I just thought were really cute, and other times where I felt for him, or times where he does not know what to say. He thinks he says stupid stuff. It's like one of those situations where you're talking to a girl and you end up saying stupid stuff. It's like that's exactly what he's going through. He does not know what to say. And so there are times where he gradually starts to kind of get into this girl, this really cute girl, and he doesn't really think about it. Like his heart starts beating. He's like, what the hell is this happening to me? Why is this happening to me? There's actually this dream, and it's a weird dream where he's playing basketball with his friends, and then he separates into another version of himself, and that version goes to over to Rosemary in her flower dress, because it turns out in her world she's going to a wedding, like she has a 3-day weekend where she's all this crazy stuff going on, and like one of them's a wedding and one of them's going to camp, and the wedding thing where she has to get a dress for being a flower girl, and there's a dream where his other half decides to go to her and basically just hug her and then fly up into they float up, and it's just the weirdest thing ever. I thought that was really strange, but yeah, no, I thought it was pretty good. It was also very sad because you have his life isn't too terrific, but it's also not bad. Like he has parents who are divorced, and they're his dad's still living with the mom, and like he hasn't moved out yet, and he sitting on the couch, and they're not I guess they're friends at this point. Like they still talk to each other, they're still friends, but they're not married anymore. Like they're filing for divorce, but he hasn't moved out yet. And so there's another brave thing where he and Rosemary, like as friends, they start looking to apartments for him, and it's just it shows how brave Gabe can be, like how brave that he is to actually travel on a scooter to the distance, actually go by subway to all the way to the other side of Manhattan, because he hasn't gone past 73rd and West End, which is where he usually goes to. Like he owns 9 blocks of Manhattan, Lower Manhattan, and it is actually a very, very small part of Manhattan, but it's a part of Manhattan. It feels like he owns the place and all that stuff, and there's a lot of stuff, but also just showing his relationship with Rosemary is just adorable. We have him where he's learning karate, probably not just because Rosemary shows up in the class, but because he wants to learn karate. I mean, I'm learning karate myself, but I'm not doing it because there's a girl in my class. There are girls in my class, but there's not, he doesn't specifically do it because there's a girl in his class. He happens to know, oh, there's this girl that I know in class that I signed up for without knowing that she was actually going to be in the class. It's kind of you never know what's going to happen. And so that's what I really found what was about the movie, was that exact thing. And so you have all this crazy stuff happen. You have, the more he starts to really be in love with her, as a young love, but 10 years old young love, that kind of thing. And he's invited to this concert thing, this singer from New York, and his parents invited her, basically her parents asked her if she wanted to bring a friend. She brought a friend, and they went to this thing, and that's at that point you realize that here's his chance to actually let it out and confess to her, all that stuff, and it kind of shows you he's really nervous about it. He starts holding hands. He's not sure about if it's correct or not. He feels really weird about it. And then she starts holding hands. Oh my gosh, does she actually like me, kind of thing. And it's besides that one scenario where they go to the concert and all that stuff. There are other times where you'll see them in a scene, and he'll look at her and she'll look at him. Either she'll smile or she'll just look at him, and he'll be he'll not know what to say. It's kind of that awkward young love where you have a friend. You have this friend who your best friend in this case, and you're 10 years old, and she happens to be a girl, and you don't really think about her becoming you don't think about girls at that point. You don't think about how girls are a different gender, about how they could potentially be not just friends anymore, all that stuff. And it's really cute, and I love it. I love the fact that they're telling the story. It's a very simple movie. It isn't very long. It's an hour and a half, so it's really simple. It's really simple, actually. It's crazy simple. There are even there's even the very beginning of the movie, which basically it doesn't really spoil it for you, but it shows you what actually happens. It shows you, oh, something happened. He's crying. Why is he crying? Oh, let's explain the story. And then very towards the end of the movie, where he is convinced that this new kid in the karate class who's now been he's replaced him as his sparring partner, and he thinks because he replaced her that she's into him now, which is not totally true. That's not true at all. Like that's the completely opposite idea. And she doesn't know what it was talking about, so he starts using the classic elementary sing along thing. Like I think the classic elementary thing would be like a kid would see two other kids, two friends who would hang out a lot, and they would assume that they were really into each other, and so they would start using the KISSNG thing, which is classic. And there's like kissing in a tree kind of thing, and the first time love kind of thing, all that stuff. Classic images. I grew up on that stuff. I knew exactly how to do it. I think I even did it myself at one point. I mean, I think I was actually taught how to do that. Like I taught how to do the sing along thing where you're convinced that the two people are into each other like that. And I think it even happened to me at one point. I don't know exactly know, but he starts to brag about it because he's jealous about her, the fact that she's partnering with someone else, and she doesn't think she doesn't even know what he's talking about, and then he hates her, and then he doesn't actually hate her, and it's like this crazy thing. And I just feel like it's really interesting the way that once he doesn't know what to talk about, he starts talking, and then he just she goes with him wherever he does, and he's just it's interesting the way the dynamic of these two characters are, because it's I don't know if it's just a very simple story. It's nothing amazing. It's just I think it's really cute, and it's it shows you the dynamic of two people who are very very young, and they don't know they don't know the first thing about love except her. She doesn't. I guess I don't think she does actually. She doesn't know the first thing about love. He does. He knows enough. He knows what love is, but he doesn't know. He's never actually experienced it before. So he does all this stuff. He's determined to confess his feelings to her. She isn't ready for that kind of thing. All that stuff. So I think that it goes to show you how amazing love can be with young kids, and I just think that's really amazing. When they're going to look for the apartment for his father, he has her gripping his chest, and he's like, oh yeah, she's mine now. It's amazing. It's really amazing, and I don't know. I feel like it was really cute, because at the end of the movie we don't really she's not ready to go into the love direction. She doesn't even know what being mature is. She doesn't know she's not ready to be in love, all that stuff, but even then, after he says he loves her, she still lets him lean his head on her, and again when they're at the concert, she lets him after he tries to hold hands with her, and she knocks it away, but then after that she comes in and holds hands with him. That's a sign. That's you're wondering does she like him back? Does she like him back? Does she love him back? And then when we fast forward to the part where she says she is not ready to experience love yet, that's where what the hell? That's where what's going on here? And I feel that it's really cute, because it's one of Josh Hutcherson's first film roles, and it's adorable to watch. It's just adorable seeing him basically narrate his life about what he does and all that stuff, and facing his challenges, doing unrealistic things. There's actually several unrealistic things happening. There was a couple of them. There was one where where he's talking about cooties, about how a girl touches a boy and bad things happen. That isn't true. You don't have it where a girl touches a boy and then he starts to throw up. No, there's a scene where the boy is touched by the girl and he suddenly starts to throw up. That is not true at all. That is not true. And then another part where he's facing off against Tim Staples, and they have a fight, like a karate fight, and it's unrealistic because that's not actually how it happens. And it's just it's intense. It's very intense, and I think that was really the amazing part about it. But also, I just felt it was interesting. I was really listening, and he was not gonna stop from being with her in any form or another, and that was the really interesting part about it. And I just felt like it was adorable. He was really adorable, and he wouldn't let down. All that stuff. It's just crazy. I don't know. I thought it was a really wonderful movie. It definitely had that amazement for a simple movie like this. It's really short. I think it's wonderful, just showing the dynamic between two characters who have known each other their entire life, and they bump each other into a car class, and they just didn't realize, like it's explained that he's known her since kindergarten, and his parents haven't seen her since kindergarten. So it's like it's crazy, and the fact that she's interested in him, even when they're not even karate. But it's just like it fascinates me about that whole thing. Is like, oh, she's actually, you don't know if she's interested or not in that way. Like it's pretty clear. It's pretty clear that they're just friends. But like you don't know. Like the fact that that she accepts him to hold hands at the concert. That's going in the direction. And I don't know if I feel like, he wonders why he's saying all this stuff. Like he realizes what he, like, the dumb things he said, and he realizes that he should have taken that back, kind of thing. I don't know. I felt like it was a movie that really stood out to me, and it was really a wonderful movie to watch, and I liked it because it just showed that. And I don't know, like it showed awkwardness, and showed what young love is like, and I think that it was a really wonderful movie. I don't know what else to say about it. I just thought it was really sweet and cute and adorable and fantastic. I think it was simple, and it just shows you the heartbreak, like shows you what it's like to actually, have love and then have it fade away like that. Because he's dealing with that. Like he lies about hating her, and he starts hanging up. He hangs up on her, and he starts to cry because he realizes what he's done and all that stuff. Like think about when you've done it yourself and you realize what you've done, what you said, it's like it's terrible. I shouldn't have said that kind of thing. So it's basically like that. But that's all I can say about Little Manhattan. It's a wonderful story. I think you definitely should check it out. It's only available on DVD. You can buy it on Amazon Video, but it's only available on DVD. Unfortunately, that's just the way it is. But it's still a really good movie. I really recommend it. As for rating, I didn't really have any problems with it. I didn't at all. I don't know. Like, it was really simple. I would have liked I know this is kind of saying a little much, but I would have liked them to have gotten together at the end. But again, they're only like 10, 11, so it's like really it wouldn't really make sense, because especially since she said she's only 11, she's not ready to be in love. So it's like that kind of makes sense. But I don't know. I would have liked them to kind of have more, because considering that he was into her, he wasn't sure if he was into him, even though she sort of showed it. She showed it a little bit. She showed that she was kind of liking him, but you didn't know or not. And then it turns out she was actually not ready for it. It's like, what's going on here? So, I guess I could give it a 10 just because it's the impact of what he does, and the fact that he actually goes to length to actually keep hanging out with her. And most people wouldn't do that when they're that age. They just feel like, oh, she's a girl. It's awkward. This is not me. I don't know what to do. Especially if you're with autism like me, and you don't know what to say to a girl. You don't know how to talk to a girl. I don't even talk to girls anymore. Well, of course they have to talk to me. I talk to them. They talk to me if I will talk. They had to talk to me first. That's how I work. That's just the way I work. But it just only shows you, what it's like being in love for the first time, and having that sensation, and feeling it. And it's really cute. I think it's wonderful. So anyway, yeah, 10 out of 10. I recommend it. That's all I can say really about the movie. It's great. I think it definitely is a winner. It definitely is on my book. Yeah, I liked it a lot. It was so cute. It's just you feel for the characters. You really do. You really do feel for the characters, and it's just amazing. So anyway, yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this episode all reviewed. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please hit the like button. I really do appreciate the support. And if you're new to the channel, subscribe for more episodes of this series and other series I do, as well as other good content. And I'll be back next time with another episode. Alright? See ya.